Hello, everyone. Welcome to Unit 1, Lesson 3 What's in a Story? This is our third online session. I do hope that everyone is doing okay at home, washing those hands, and avoiding all sorts of social interactions, especially that now we entered in a forced lockdown. So, without further ado, let's start with the class. The objectives for today's lesson are the following. First, we're going to apply reading strategies to understand general and specific information from a text. Second, we're going to apply listening strategies to understand general information from an oral text. And finally, we're going to identify vocabulary to agree or disagree. So, without further ado, let's start our class. So, first, we're going to play a little game, a guessing game. Okay? So, here are the instructions. First, look at the following pictures. I'm going to show you some pictures. Second, you need to guess the name of the book we will discuss in today's lesson. There will be 4 pictures in total. So what you need to do, you need to look at the following pictures and try to think, trying to guess the name of the book that we're going to be discussing about today. So let's start. So the first picture, the first clue that you have is that the main character is a young blonde girl. The second hint or clue is that she meets 2 animals through her adventure. Have a little cat, a little rabbit. This is another clue. Think about it. What book could it be? And finally, she plays cricket with the Queen of Hearts. So now take a moment and try to think the name of the book that will be discussed in today's lesson. So we have a blonde girl, 2 cute animals, a hole, and the Queen of Hearts. So let's see. And the answer is Alice in Wonderland. So this is the book that we'll be working with in today's lesson. Your textbook on page 38. Remember that we're working with our textbook called TUNAP. So please open your textbook on page 38. So for the pre-reading activities, we have 2 activities here. So activity number 1, you need to read these questions that we have here, and you can just simply answer them in the textbook. Okay, so we have question A: Lewis Carroll was a singer, a writer, or a footballer. And question B: he's famous for a story called Alice in Wonderworld, Wonderland, or Wonderful. So please just take, 30 seconds to just answer, these 2 questions in your textbook, okay? Exercise 1 in your textbook. Este de aquí en el libro. Then for exercise number 2, you need to read this book extract, okay? Aquí se ve un poquito mal, pero en su libro se va a ver mejor. Okay, so please read this passage that we have here from Alice in Wonderland and answer the following question. What do you think Alice thinks about books? What do you think makes books interesting for Alice? Do you agree or disagree with Alice? Why? So for the answer of exercise number 2, I need you to go on Google Classroom. Let's see. And you will answer that here. View question. See, you have the questions over here, and your answers go here. Okay, and then you hand it in. Remember to hand it in, and that's it. Okay, so for Exercise number 2, you need to go on Google Classroom. Exercise number 3, which is the while reading activity, I want you to read this short text, which tells a little bit about the history behind Alice in Wonderland, and it also tells you a little bit about the success that it has and everything related to it. So just take like probably 1 to 5 minutes to read the text. And once you're ready with the text, I need you to answer the following 5 questions. So we have, what is Alice in Wonderland about? Who is a remarkable fan of the book? Remarkable. Which Hollywood star starred in the latest movie adaptation of the book? What can we say about the success of the latest movie adaptation of the book? And what makes the latest 3D version of the book so special? So please, for these questions, I need you to go on Google Classroom. I'm gonna show you here. I need you to go on Google Classroom. Exercise 3, post-reading questions, view question, and you have the questions over here as well, and your answers go here. So you answer the 5 questions here and then you hand it in, okay? Remember that last class we discussed a little bit about the 2 strategies that we can use when we're reading a text. So for this one, we're being asked about specific information from the text. So you need to scan it. You read the text just to find the answer for these questions, okay? Remember to scan the text because we use the scanning strategy to find specific information in the text. Then let's move to post-reading exercise 4 and 5. Remember that it's on page 39 as well. And you have exercise 4 and 5. For exercise 4, you have 5 words here: fantasy, success, numerous, regionally, and revolutionary. So for these words that we have here, I need you to find words that means the same as the list below, ¿ok? Tiene que buscar en el texto palabras que significan lo mismo que esto en el texto. Entonces en el texto va a encontrar synonyms for these words. Usted las encuentra y las escribe. And for exercise number 5, what does the text express? Choose one alternative. Do you think it expresses facts, opinions, or feelings? So for this exercise, you need to go on Google Classroom as well and answer the exercise here. Post-reading exercise 4 and 5, and your answers go here. And you hand it in. So remember that in exercise number 4, you need to find synonyms in the text for these 5 words. Buscamos sinónimos en este texto que aparezcan acá para las palabras que tenemos aquí. Okay, so let's move on with another exercise. So we have page 39, pre-listening activity. So you have 3 questions. Have you ever read Alice in Wonderland or seen the film? If you have, what do you think of it? Would you prefer to read the book or watch the film? Do you think it's important to read a book before seeing the movie version? Is one more important than the other? So just take 5 minutes to think about these questions and answer these questions in your copybook, okay? For exercise number 8 on page 39, we have a while listening activity, okay? So you're going to listen to a conversation. This conversation is here. You have it, here is the script. And what I need you to do, I need you to put it in order. So you're going to listen to the conversation and put it in order. You can use numbers 1 to 10, so you write it right here. And this must be answered in your textbook or copybook. It's okay. Okay? So you listen to the conversation and you put it in order. I'm going to play the recording now. Give me a second. Here we go.
Track 17, page 39, Activity 8. Do you prefer reading books or watching films? Listen to the conversation between Roberto and Monica and put it in the correct order.
What do you prefer to read, comics or books?
Oh, comics, definitely.
Why? Some people say that comics are for lazy people.
I'm not lazy. Sometimes books are complicated and have too many characters. Comics are easier to understand.
They are also shorter than books.
That's true. Books are longer, often too long.
I don't mind a long book if it's good. When you get to the end of a good book, you feel like you would like to go on.
Yeah, but sometimes the ending of a book is really disappointing. I hate that. You feel like you've wasted a lot of time.
Yes, but it's not really a waste of time. You just have to hope the next book you read is better.
Maybe you're right, but I still prefer comics.
So, well, now let's move on to the next part of the class. So, expressions to give opinion. So, these are some expressions that you can use to agree or disagree with someone. Do we know the meaning of agree and disagree? Let's have a look at it on the online dictionary. So, we have agree, which is to have the same opinion, okay? So agree means to have the same opinion. And disagree, it's the opposite, to not have the same opinion or idea, okay? So let's go back to the PowerPoint presentation. Where is it? So, these are some expressions that you can use to agree or disagree with someone. So first we have the agree with someone's ideas, and we have 3 expressions that we can use. I couldn't agree more. That's absolutely true. Or I completely agree with you or that. Okay, so these 3 expressions that we have here, you can use them to give your opinion when you're agreeing with someone, when you think that someone else's idea is true and you agree with that person. Okay? And on the other hand, we have disagree with someone's ideas. So we have 3 expressions, that we can use to disagree with someone. First is I'm afraid I disagree. Second, I don't agree with you or that. And finally, I will be inclined to disagree with you or that. So these expressions that we have here are going to help you have a conversation with someone, and you can express, your opinion, whether you agree or disagree with someone's position, ideas, and so on and so forth. So, for example, we have the following idea: films are better than books. And if I agree with this, I would say I couldn't agree more. I think films are better than books because you don't have to waste a lot of time reading. Okay? And if you don't agree with this, you can say, I don't agree with that idea. I believe that books are better because you can create your own imaginary world as you read the book. So you see how we can use these expressions to give our opinion about different things, different statements, different ideas. So you just need to keep in mind that we have 3 expressions to agree with someone's idea and 3 other expressions to disagree with someone's ideas. Okay? You can use expressions like I think, I believe, in my opinion, and personally to support your idea, para dar más información de por qué usted no está de acuerdo o en desacuerdo. As you can see here, I use I couldn't agree more, so that's the agree with someone's idea expression. And then I give my personal opinion, okay? And I use I think. I think films are better than books, and so on and so forth. And in here, I don't agree with this idea. I don't agree with that idea. And I use I believe to support my idea. Okay? To the final activity, it's on page 40. And well, it's supposed to be a speaking, but of course we cannot do it. So we're going to do it in writing form. Okay? So I'm going to give you the instructions. So first, you need to read the following statements or ideas, and you need to check the ideas you agree with and cross the ideas you don't agree with. So for example, films are more entertaining than books. If you think that you agree with this idea, you will use a ticket. If you think that you don't agree with this idea, you put a cross. Okay? Then, I need you to write your point of view about the statements or ideas using the expressions to agree and disagree, these expressions. And remember to support the ideas with the expressions covered in class. These ones that we have here as well. Okay? So, basically, I need you to give your opinion about these 6 different statements that we have here. And I need you to agree and disagree using these expressions that we have here. And you need to support your idea using these ones that we have here. Okay? So that's it for the final exercise. Debemos dar nuestra opinión, decir si estamos de acuerdo o en desacuerdo y luego argumentar usando estas expresiones por qué yo estoy en acuerdo o en desacuerdo. And I'm gonna need you to submit your answers in the post listening exercise 2 on Google Classroom. I'm gonna show it. I'm gonna show it to you. Let me see, where is it? So we'll go back here, post listening exercise, and you create a Google Doc. Let's wait for it to load. You open it and you write your answers here. And once you're ready, turn in. Si no lo devuelve, no me va a aparecer a mí que usted hizo la actividad. ¿Ok? And that's it for this. At the end of our lesson, you have until June 25th to upload your work. And until then, please stay safe, stay home, and I'll see you again for another online session. Take care. Bye bye.